decrease the amounts that we're actually feeding them, okay? You might not know this, but reptiles are what we call cold-blooded or ectothermic, and that means they get a lot of their energy from the warmth in their environment. And they can't warm themselves internally either. They can't shiver to warm up, they can't sweat to cool down like we can. They regulate their body heat by moving about their habitat, finding patches of warm sun to warm up, finding shade to cool down, opening their mouths for long periods of time. You've probably seen crocodiles do that for hours and hours on end. That helps them to release some of the heat in their body, and colour actually helps reptiles to thermoregulate as well. As you probably know, if you're wearing a black t-shirt on a really hot day, you're going to be a lot warmer than your mate sitting next to you in a white t-shirt, okay? So different reptiles are different colours to help them to warm and cool themselves depending on their environment. And you'll see those black spots on the back of this beautiful crocodile here, and that does help them to warm or cool themselves. As do what we call the scoots, the bumps that run all the way down a crocodile's back. They're reminiscent of the dinosaurs, and they are actually bony plates trapped inside the skin. And they certainly help not only to warm the crocodiles, acting as little solar panels, expanding their surface area, but they also act like little fins, basically. So when they're swimming through the water, just below the surface of the water, you really won't see much of a ripple, even from a big guy like this crocodile to my right. I will introduce you to these crocs, by the way. They're brand new to this enclosure, okay? They've only been here for just over 3.5 weeks. So brand new arrivals. This is Boss Hog, and he's estimated to be between 40 and 50 years old. He measures in at 4.8 metres, and he comes from Crocodile Crocodile Farm, which is about a 9-hour drive north of here. It's in a little town called Rockhampton. He didn't always live there. He was actually caught from the wild back in 1985. And the reason he was taken from the wild is because he was hanging around farming properties, particularly cattle farming properties up around the Ingham region. He was using rivers and streams to access the local farms and occasionally taking the odd cow. Now, a lot of the farmers acknowledge that they live in crocodile country in the northern parts of Australia, and they do accept that crocodiles do take their livestock from time to time. It wasn't until Boss Hog actually took a $10,000 prize Brahman bull that action was taken. It was going to be taken with a firearm, but John Lever from Crocodile Farm was called to the site, and him and his crew actually caught Boss Hog up where he lived for the next 27 years or so. So this is a new chapter for Boss Hog.